Welcome to the ultimate countdown of horological hidden gems in our video. These 10 underrated amazing watches deserve more love. In a world obsessed with flashy icons and overhyped headliners, we're diving deep into the unsung heroes of watchmaking 10 timepieces that blend craftsmanship, innovation, and style without the spotlight they truly deserve. From vintage-inspired chronographs to eco-conscious divers and sophisticated GMTs, these watches punch above their price tags, offering collector-worthy quality for enthusiasts and newcomers alike. Whether you're chasing heritage, precision, or pure wrist charisma, this lineup will surprise and inspire. Buckle up as we count down from 10 to 1, shining a light on these overlooked masterpieces that are ready to steal your heart and elevate your collection. Let's get ticking. Number 10. Oris Chronoris. Step back to the golden era of motorsport with the Oris Chronoris, a watch that revs up nostalgia without breaking the bank. Launched as a modern revival of Oris's 1970s racing chronograph, this 40mm stainless steel powerhouse captures the raw energy of vintage rally timers while delivering contemporary precision. Its dial bursts with a tricolor subdial layout: blue, yellow, and red accents, evoking checkered flags framed by a tachymeter bezel for speed calculations that nod to its automotive roots. Powered by the in-house Caliber 753, a Swiss automatic chronograph movement based on the Sellita SW500, it offers a robust 48-hour power reserve and column wheel accuracy for seamless stopwatch functionality. The exhibition caseback reveals the intricate mechanics, a treat for enthusiasts who appreciate transparency in their timepieces. Water-resistant to 100 meters, it's built for active lifestyles, from weekend track days to urban adventures, with a sapphire crystal dome that ensures scratch-proof clarity under pressure. Strapped with a sporty leather band or optional bracelet, the Chronoris weighs in at around $3,500, making it an accessible entry into independent Swiss watchmaking. Oris, as an independent brand, pours passion into every piece, avoiding corporate dilution to focus on heritage-driven innovation. What sets it apart is the date window at 6 o'clock, integrated subtly without disrupting the racing aesthetic, and luminescent markers that glow fiercely for low-light legibility. Collectors rave about its undervalued status, often flying under the radar next to pricier Seikos or Hoyers, yet it punches above its weight in build quality and emotional pull. Imagine slipping it on for a Formula One viewing party. The Chronoris doesn't just tell time, it ignites stories of roaring engines and split-second triumphs. Number 9. Patek Philippe Calatrava. Refender by 227. Elegance distilled to its purest form, the Patek Philippe Calatrava Referency 5227 whispers sophistication in a world shouting extravagance. This 39mm dress watch, housed in lustrous white gold, embodies the Calatrava's century-old legacy as the gold standard of understated luxury, yet it remains criminally overlooked amid Patek's complication-heavy heavyweights. The opaline silver dial shimmers with a subtle sunburst finish, accented by applied Breguet numerals and leaf hands that dance with balletic precision, powered by the ultra-reliable Caliber 324 SC automatic movement. With a 45-hour power reserve and Patek's signature Gyromax balance for shock resistance, it ensures timekeeping that's as dependable as Swiss banking, accurate to mere seconds per day. A small second subdial at 6 o'clock adds a rhythmic counterpoint, while the date window at 3 peeks discreetly through a Cyclops-free magnifier, preserving the clean, minimalist facade. Water-resistant to 30 meters, it's not for divers, but perfect for boardrooms or black-tie galas, where its 10.2mm slim profile slips seamlessly under cuffs. The exhibition case back unveils the Geneva-sealed decorated rotor, a mesmerizing view of 213 components etched with the Calatrava cross. Priced around $30,000, it offers Patek pedigree without the Nautilus frenzy, making it a smart heirloom choice. Patek even timestamps it for generations. What elevates it? The interchangeable strap system, switching from alligator leather to a gold bracelet for versatile moods, all secured by a patented fold-over clasp. Founded in 1839, Patek Philippe crafts only about 60,000 watches yearly, each a labor of love from master watchmakers, ensuring the 5227's flaws are features. No bling, just brilliance. Luminosity is subtle with cream lume, favoring romance over ruggedness, ideal for candlelit dinners where time bends to desire. Number 8. Oris Aquis Upcycle. Sustainability meets seaworthiness in the Oris Aquis Upcycle, a 41.5mm dive watch that's equal parts eco-warrior and adrenaline junkie, yet it lurks in the shadows of flashier tool watches. Born from Oris's commitment to ocean conservation, This beauty repurposes recycled plastic from marine debris into a striking blue sunray dial, each piece unique like ocean waves crashing with purpose. The stainless steel case, coated in matte black DLC for stealthy durability, withstands 300 meters of water pressure, thanks to a screw-down crown and double O-ring seals, perfect for coral reefs or city commutes. At its heart ticks the Caliber 733, an automatic based on Sellita SW200-1, delivering a 38-hour power reserve and hacking seconds for precise setting, with a date magnifier at 6 o'clock that frames the day like a porthole view. Superluminova blasts glow green on indices and hands, ensuring readability from abyss to after-dark bar hops, while the unidirectional bezel with ceramic insert clicks satisfyingly for dive timing. Weighing in under 200 grams on its recycled rubber strap, crafted from old tires for a grippy, eco-friendly hold-it, feels light yet indomitable. Priced at about $2,500, it's a steal for divers who care, supporting Oris's Clean Ocean initiative with every sale. The exhibition case back etches wave patterns, a nod to the seas it safeguards, revealing the movement's perlage finishing. Oris, that plucky independent since 1904, crafts this in Switzerland without hype, letting the upcycle's story plastic to precision speak volumes. Ceramic bezel scales in white dive lugs add legibility, and the screw-down case back fortifies against saltwater sieges. Number 7. Omega Globemaster, globe-trotting elegance wrapped in master chronometer mastery. The Omega Globemaster redefines the annual calendar watch as an unsung hero of complication subtlety. At 41 mm in stainless steel or Sedna gold, its pie-pan dial-fluted edges evoking planetary curves hosts a triple calendar with month indicator at 12, day at 3, and date at 6, all powered by the coaxial master chronometer, Caliber 8932. This Metis-certified marvel resists 15,000 Gauss magnetic fields, swings at 25,200 VPH for silky seconds hand sweep, and boasts a 72-hour power reserve ideal for jet setters forgetting winders. Roman numerals arc gracefully around a lacquered blue or silver dial, with a small second subdial at 9 adding poise, while the exhibition caseback spotlights rhodium-plated bridges and Geneva waves. Water-resistant to 100 meters, it's no diver but handles rain-slicked runways flawlessly, secured by a 5-link bracelet with butterfly clasp for all-day comfort. Around $6,500, it undercuts rivals like IWC while offering Omega's 160-year legacy of lunar and Olympic triumphs. The teardrop lugs flow into a slim 12.1 mm profile, slipping under suits or over wetsuits with equal finesse. What magic! The annual calendar self-adjusts for 30 to 31-day months, needing tweaks only for February smart engineering minus fuss. Omega's coaxial escapement reduces friction for longevity, and silicone hairspring defies temperature whims. Collectors overlook it for Speedmasters, but the Globemaster's constellation of stars on the dial whispers celestial confidence. Lume on hands glows blue, subtle for dress occasions, yet readable in twilight taxis. It's the watch for diplomats or dreamers, mapping time zones without borders, a compact cosmos on the cuff. Number 6. Longines Spirit Zulu Time. 1925 channeled the spirit of 1920s aviators with the Longines Spirit Zulu Time 1925, a 42mm GMT powerhouse that flies under the radar of bulkier pilot watches, blending heritage grit with modern metal. Inspired by Longines's aviation clocks for Lindbergh and beyond, this stainless steel stunner features a bidirectional 24-hour bezel in ceramic scratch-proof and grippy for tracking Zulu time across continents, powered by the COSC-certified Caliber L8444, an automatic with 72-hour reserve and silicon balance spring for anti-magnetic poise. The dial, in sunburst black or blue, deploys Arabic numerals at key hours, a red-tipped GMT hand sweeping over a 24-hour scale at 6, and a date window at 3 with magnifier legible even in cockpit chaos. Superluminova coats indices and hands for midnight runway glow, while the exhibition caseback reveals blued screws and Koli-Masan finishing, a nod to 1925's trailblazing Zulu origins. Rated to 100 meters water resistance, it's rugged for rough strips or rainy rambles, with screw-down crown and domed sapphire crystal for vintage vibe. At $3,000, it's a high-flying value from Longines, the Swiss elder founded in 1832, outpacing Tissot siblings in prestige without Rolex rents. The Zulu Time's true north? True GMT functionality, jumping the local hour independently for seamless swaps from Saint-Exupéry skies to suburban Sundays. Leather or bracelet options cater to nomads. the latter's micro-adjust clasp hugging wrists like a co-pilot. Oversized crown guards protect against bumps, and the case's brushed, polished interplay catches light like dawn patrols. Enthusiasts sideline it for Dirty Dozen's hype, but this spirit soars with aviation authenticity tested on a layover. Watch time zones align like stars. Number 5. Breitling Premier Datura. 42. Retro Chronograph Renaissance arrives with the Breitling Premier Datura 42, a 42mm nod to 1940s cinema that deserves a standing ovation over Breitling's burly Navitimers. Housed in stainless steel with a coin-edge bezel evoking old Hollywood reels, its black or ivory dial spins a tale of lacquered subdials, 60-minute chrono at 6, small seconds at 9, running hours at 12 framed by railway tracks and pearl indices, all driven by the in-house Caliber 10, a 4 Hz automatic with flyback function for rapid resets mid-action. Boasting 42 hours of power reserve and 100 minutes water resistance, it's versatile from red carpets to roadsters, with a sapphire case back peering into snailed wheels and blued chronograph levers. Priced at $7,500, it retrofits Breitling's WTW supplier cred into affordable allure, sans the six-figure markup. The Datura Latin for given gifts legibility with bold Arabic numerals and a tachymeter scale for speed sorcery, while luminescent cathedral hands pierce fog like marquee lights. What steals scenes? The flyback chrono, snapping back to 0 on the fly for sequential timing, a rarity at this price echoing Hoyer's golden age. Calfskin strap or rouleau bracelet options dial up drama, the latter's butterfly clasp locking in comfort. Breitling, born in 1884 for instrument panels, polishes this premier to a 1425mm sheen, blending vintage warmth with COSE chronometer accuracy. Overshadowed by supers, it shines in subtlety no bells, just balanced beauty. Imagine timing a director's cut. The Datura captures moments with mechanical grace. Underrated because Breitling evokes behemoths, but here restraint rules, a script-flipping starlet waiting for its close-up. Enthusiasts, cue the applause. This 42mm Maestro merits encores. Number 4. Tissot Heritage. 1938, vintage revival at entry-level excellence. The Tissot Heritage 1938 resurrects 1930s dashboard clocks into a 40-miniature wrist wonder that's criminally slept on amid Swatch Group's glitzier stablemates. Crafted in stainless steel with a sector dial homage curved subdials mimicking speedometers, this chronograph pulses with Art Deco flair. Its 2-register layout, 30-minute at 3, small seconds at 9, powered by the ETA Valjoux 7753 automatic, a workhorse delivering 28,800 VPH and 42-hour reserve for reliable relays. The exhibition case back spotlights the column wheel mechanics, while a tachymeter flange orbits the edge for velocity vignettes, all under a domed sapphire crystal that warps time like a rearview mirror. Water-resistant to 100 meters, it's road-ready for rallies or rainy retrospectives, strapped in brown leather that patinas like old film reels. At $1,800, Tissot, Switzerland's democratic watchmaker since 1853, democratizes heritage without diluting soul, outshining budget Seikos in finishing finesse. Blued feuillet hands sweep over a silvered dial with black accents, date at 6 peaking coyly, and superluminova for nocturnal narratives. The heritage's charm? Banana pushers that pop like plot twists, echoing the original's automotive ancestry for Longines and Omega pilots. Screw-down case back, an onion crown add tactile throwback, the 11.5mm profile hugging cuffs like a co-star. Collector's bypass for prissier revivals, but this 1938 edition captures era essence tested on a vintage drive. Feel the pulse of progress. Number 3. Rolex Skydweller. Annual calendar sophistication soars with the Rolex Skydweller, a 42mm jet setter that's eclipsed by submariners yet masters time zones with Rolex finesse. In Everose gold or steel, its fluted bezel rings a rhodium dial etched with laser-ablated city rings for offset GMT tracking. Pull the crown Tissot system, leap the date and local disc independently, powered by the 9001 caliber automatic, a 72-hour reserve beast with Paraflex shock absorbers and Chronergy escapement for magnetic defiance. Water-resistant to 100 meters, it's globetrotter tough, with a Cyclops date magnifier tripling legibility at 3, while the exhibition case backweight, Rolex secrets stay sealed, but trust the Oyster perpetual pulse. Priced from $15,000, it's Rolex's most complex self-winding piece, born in 2012 as a biennial Baselworld Bold, blending Oyster strength with President Polish. The Skydweller's skyward appeal, ring command bezel for intuitive adjustments, twist to unlock functions like a pilot's yoke, and Chromolite Lume glowing blue for midnight mergers. Twin-lock crown seals against elements. The 14mm profile, slimmer than subs, gliding under sleeves for summit meetings or sunset sales. Overshadowed by date-just ubiquity, it elevates with annual smarts, self-corrects months, tweaks only in March. Rolex, the crown since 1905, certifies each 2+2 sec day, ensuring Sky Dweller drifts less than dreams. Leather or Jubilee bracelet options orbit styles, the latter's concealed clasp a comfort king. Enthusiasts eye it warily for size, but 42mm wears like destiny. Try it in Tokyo Twilight. Watch cities align. Number 2. Rolex Explorer 2, Polar Expedition prowess in a 42mm package. The Rolex Explorer 2 ventures beyond Everest icons to claim underground acclaim as the Caver's compass, underrated next to its white dial sibling. Stainless steel oyster case encases the caliber 31887 automatic, a 50-hour reserve perpetual with parachrome hairspring shrugging off shocks and fields. GMT hand-fixed at 6 for 24-hour reference amid eternal dark perfect for spelunkers or shift workers sinking circadian chaos. The black dial's 3 to 6 to 9 numerals glow with Chromolite. Date at 3 under Cyclops, an orange-tipped 24-hour hand-piercing bezel like a miner's lamp, all under scratch-proof sapphire. Rated to 100 meters, it's no deep-sea beast, but conquers crevasses, with glide-lock clasp extending 20mm for glove grips or gains. At $9,000, Rolex's Adventure Arm forged in 1953 K2 Climbs delivers monoblock middle case indestructibility without fanfare. The Explorer 2's exploratory edge? Fixed bezel as Eternal North, hacking seconds for sync precision, and twin-lock crown-defying dust devils. Brushed finishes whisper humility, the 12-meter height hugging like a harness. Collectors chase mill subs, missing this 2's duality day-night navigator for night owls or nomads. Wind it post-trek, feel the rotor's rotor roar softly. In Rolex's rugged roster, it explores extremes quietly. No gems, just grit-guided geometry. Strap it for subterranean sojourns, and it charts unknowns with unyielding resolve, a beacon in black, begging broader brotherhood. Number 1. Omega Railmaster. Topping our list, the Omega Railmaster masters magnetic menace with 1950s railroad romance, a 40mm shield against fields up to 15,000 Gauss that slept on despite Speedmaster stardom. In stainless steel, its Hesselite crystal nods vintage vulnerability scratchable sole over a black or blue dial with rhodium indices and Dauphine hands, powered by the Master Chronometer 8806 coaxial, a 55-hour reserve anti-magnetic marvel with METIS testing for thermal and positional perfection. Small seconds at 9 ticks train-like, date at 6 discreet, exhibition back unveiling Geneva stripes and silicon escapes. Water-resistant to 150 meters, it's track tough for rail fans or rainy reads, leather strap evoking engineer logs. At $5,500, Omega's 1957 original born for electrified lines upgrades with ceramic bezel option, outlasting ETA clones in legacy. The Railmaster's rail-ready ruse? Mu metal soft iron cage nullifying EMFs from phones to pantographs, ensuring seconds don't stutter. Almond hands sweep smoothly at 28,800 VPH, loom subtle for signal box subtlety. Oversized crown wins effortlessly, the 13.7mm profile, thicker for Faraday Fortress, wearing wise. Enthusiasts favor Seamaster Cs, ignoring this landlubber's locomotive lore test near MRI, watch on flappability. Underrated for niche roots, yet universal, commuter cuff or collector's crown jewel. In Omega's orbital opus, the Railmaster chugs steadily, a steel sentinel against chaos, our top pick for pure protective poetry.